Hi, I'm Karen Grete from Scandinavian today. I'm going to bake a Nutella Christmas tree decorated with gumdrops as well as Christmas ornaments decorated with gumdrops. So let's start making it. Here you see the ingredients for my Nutella braided Christmas tree. I have 3.5 cups of flour, 3/4 cup of milk. I heated it up to a degree about 75, and I'm now going to add 2 teaspoons of yeast to the milk, and I mix it up while I'm working with the rest of the ingredients. Then I have 1/3 cup of sugar, I have 1 whole egg, I have 2 tablespoons of butter, unsalted butter, I'm going to use 1 cup of Nutella and also a pinch of salt. I decided that I'm also going to add some orange peel to the dough, so I'm going to grind this. And of course, if you don't want the orange peel in there, no problem. I'm now going to add the 1 egg to the milk and yeast mixture. It's already bubbly. Mix it up. And then I'm adding the butter, which I melted. And I can now add it to the flour sugar mixture here. Okay. And you might want to use your machine for kneading it. I'm going to do it by hand today. So I will have to knead it for several minutes. And of course then I have to leave it, after I'm finished kneading, I have to leave it alone for about half an hour before I continue. So I finished kneading the bread dough, I cover it up and leave it alone for half an hour to an hour. So the dough was resting it for over an hour. I'm now slicing it into 3 equal pieces. And I can start to roll it out, 1 piece at a time. Okay, so I had to roll it out pretty thin. 3 pieces of dough I rolled out, and I'm starting to cut 1 piece out to a Christmas tree. I'm going to use that for the next tree as a pattern, so we have the same size. And I need also to make the 3rd piece, of course. And here they have the Nutella. I heated it up briefly in the microwave so it's easier to put on the dough. Okay. The top piece will not have Nutella on it. Okay. And the second piece. And I place the second piece on top of the first. Stretch it a little bit so it fits nicely. And here we get the top piece. And now I'm going to make a line here in the center. I'm not cutting all the way through, just gently a line and another line here. Okay, and then I'm going to cut through the 3 layers for the branches. And I twist the branches. The bottom branch I can twist twice. And then press it down. Next one I can also turn twice. And then squeeze it down. Just press it down. And this one I'll just turn once. Alright, so here we have all the branches twisted. And now I'm going to let it raise for half an hour until so I can bake it. And the rest of the dough I decided to cut out with cookie cutters. Then I'm going to add some Nutella, put on one piece here, little Nutella on that one, and the last piece on top. And this is how I'm going to bake it. So I'm going to put that on the baking sheet as well and let it raise, okay, next to the Christmas tree. And I finished everything, and I'm now letting it raise under a towel for half an hour to an hour. That'll be fine. I'll be back. So the bread has risen, and I'm now whipping up an egg. I'm going to wash it on the dough before I bake it in the oven. I'll bake it at a degree of 350. And of course, the small pieces here, small bells and Christmas trees, I will bake for a shorter time than the big Christmas tree, but I'll just have to check on it. This gives the bread a nice shine. And here you see it's in the oven. I'll check back in 10 minutes. Then the smaller bells and Christmas trees should be finished. I took it out of the oven. It's all baked. And here I have a small dish with melted chocolate. So I have some gumdrops, and I'm going to dip them in the chocolate and decorate my cookies, or the little bells, as well as the Christmas trees. And I finished decorating my bread with all the little gumdrops, and I think it looks so cute. So I'm taking a tiny Christmas tree with a gumdrop on, and of course there are layers of Nutella in between. So here, let's take a bite. It tastes good, just the way it should. And I think they're so cute. So hopefully you'll also like them. Please subscribe to our channel, and I wish you all a happy holiday. And please let me know if you have any requests or suggestions for the new year. I'll be more than happy to hear from you. Skål, take care. See you on the